Marjorie Taylor Greene hails Supreme Court ruling in favor of presidential immunity to Trump as massive victory. Washington, D.C. Rep. Marjorie Taylor Greene, ARGA, took to the social media platform X, formerly Twitter, to praise the decision of the United States Supreme Court providing sufficient immunity to former President Donald Trump in the election interference case of 2020 on Monday, July 1. According to AP News, the conservative majority of the SDOTUS stated that former presidents have absolute immunity from prosecution for official acts that fall within their exclusive sphere of constitutional authority and are presumptively entitled to immunity for all official acts. However, they do not enjoy immunity in case of private actions. The case against Trump has not been dismissed, and instead been sent back to lower federal courts for determining what acts count as official acts in connection to the charges. The presumptive GOP nominee, whose legal strategy reportedly focused on delaying the proceedings until after the election, hailed the decision, writing on his social media platform, "Big win for our constitution and democracy. Proud to be an American." He was countered by incumbent Joe Biden, who addressed the press in the White House saying that the Supreme Court had done a terrible disservice to the American people who deserved to know the outcome of the case before the election in November. Marjorie Taylor Greene's tweet hails SDOTUS decision. Today, the Supreme Court issued a decisive verdict in favor of presidential immunity. Greene wrote on X, "This decision is a massive victory against the Democrats' weaponized government. Democrats have been hell-bent on weaponizing every facet of our government against Joe Biden's leading political opponent and the people that support his movement." While the 2020 election case against President Trump was just another of Joe Biden's many political persecutions, the challenge presented by President Trump's lawyers and affirmed by the Supreme Court provides necessary legal protections to every president, regardless of party, she continued. If a president cannot work without the fear of being endlessly prosecuted for every action he takes after leaving office, he will never be able to exercise sound judgment and lead our nation. President Trump executed his presidential duties following the 2020 election as any good president should have, not to overturn the results, but to ensure that an election riddled with fraud and irregularities wasn't illegitimately certified, asserted the Congresswoman, adding, "Today's ruling from the Supreme Court ends the insane 2020 election case against President Trump once and for all and is a great victory for the American people."